Okay, our next stop is Skeleton Lords, but first I need to go back to McDuff because I forgot to do something when we were last here. I want to buy one large shard from him, and then we should be also be able to talk to him to get a free Titanite slab. Now we spent a bunch of souls here. Thank you. And now we need one large shard. We can also restock arrows. It's probably a good idea. Let's get up to about 300. That should be fine. Now let's go to Skeleton Lords. Now we have our hammer. We're going to use that to one-shot the Skeleton Lords. So we can get to Harvest Valley. So we can get the Titanite shards to upgrade Ricards. Start with our TSR. Our spells for this split are one copy of Dark Fog, which isn't super important to be honest. 2 Yearns, 1 Flame Swathe, and a Homeward. Let's go. We're gonna walk out here, stay along the edge so the guy up top doesn't drop down on our heads. You can probably just ignore him, but I'm gonna turn and take him out. Be sure. You don't have to worry about him. I'm just gonna be one-shotting everything in the starting part here. We could Yearn and Run past a lot of this, but it's just easier to kill everything. Safer too. And it's pretty quick. We have a very strong bow. As long as you know where to expect the enemies, you can kind of just snipe everything here with no risk whatsoever. I'm going to make a quick detour over to this side for an Aromatic Ooze. This is just about the only ooze we can get until we clear Mytha, which is going to be much later. So if you want it, it's there, but because we have Dark Weapon, we don't necessarily need it. Okay, don't forget this guy over here. I'm gonna snipe the guy up top. And now over here, this is a dog. Dogs do not respawn to skulls or Yearn. Gotta watch out for him. Once we attack one of them, they'll both attack. So what we're gonna do is toss out a skull, then shoot the dog. The archer will shoot at the skull, not us. So we can snipe him for an easy kill. Now we can lower the bridge. All the enemies are dead, so they're not gonna come charging after us. And yeah, this is why we don't really want to try and Yearn and Run through this part. Pulling that lever and then getting through here and dealing with the dog while trying to keep a Yearn up at all times. It's not the most fun. It's easier and safer to just kill them all. Also, it saves us a lot of Yearns, which we're going to need for the boss fight, so it's convenient. Alright, now we're going to Yearn and Run. Prepare Stone Ring for the invasion coming up. Don't forget about that. Should be able to get through this section, which has 2 Yearns. Could also just kill all these enemies as well. Wouldn't be hard. But Yearn and Run is effective. A little quicker. Then we get to this invasion. Very easy invasion. You kind of just spam some arrows and she goes down. Super simple. Alright, this is the part where we prepare for the boss fight. We want Old Knight Hammer. We want Pyroflame in main hand. We want Flynn's Ring. Actually, no, Cat Ring for now, just in case we miss the jump coming up. We'll switch to Flynn's Ring right before the fight. We do not need to buff for the fight. We want to remove extra weight because the hammer is very heavy, it nukes your stamina regeneration. So lose all the weight you can. Firebomb's ready, Skull's ready. We are good to go. All we need now is a Green Blossom and Yearn at the ready. Here we go. Green Blossom to help with that stamina. And we're going to toss out a Yearn and run to the Fog Gate. We'll try to make this jump. If you miss the jump, you're okay. Cat Ring will save you. Just keep running. You should be fine. Put Flynn's right before we go in. We do not need the buff, because we're raw infused, we're going to one-shot the skeleton walls anyway. And that's our plan. One-shot them all three of them really fast. Try to keep your stamina high here. I like rolling attacks to close the gap on them. Running attacks are also effective. Whatever works. We'll take out the bone wheels. Toss out a skull. Get us out of here. Another skull, and then we can think about swapping the Yearn. We'll Yearn up into the wall between the fog gates. Over here, I find this is a good spot to kind of group them all together. Just make sure you keep the Yearn up. Should have no trouble. And now we'll try a flame swap. It can be very effective here. Very, very effective, which is nice. Oh look, yeah, we got it in 2. You won't always get it quite that quickly, and that's okay. If you run out of flame swaths, don't worry about it. You can just switch to your bow or fire bombs, probably fire bombs, to finish them off. And if you run out of Yearns, we have aluminum skulls. You should be fine as long as you don't get greedy. We'll actually keep the hammer for now. Let's get the rest of our equipment back in order. Okay. So now we've made it to Harvest Valley. This is where we get our Titanite shards. We can buy them from Chloanne, or we can just pick them up in the mist. Either way. First, we'll exhaust her dialogue, so she'll go to Majula. I'm actually not going to buy from her yet. Leningrad still has a few shards to sell, and he sells them cheaper than she does. And we can pick up 6 shards, all the shards we need in the mist if you want to. So there's a lot of junk down there. It takes a while to loot it all. So probably not going to bother with that. Start by sniping this guy and the crawlers. That'll do. And then we're going to prepare our life gems. Life gems are the counter to poison damage. And we're going to go get this bonfire. This is a precaution against Forlorn in the next area. If we have to home it out, we don't want to be going all the way back to bridge approach. Huntsman scopes. Alright. Get that hammer ready. Life gems ready. Actually, let's heal up now. Heal the full first. We don't need RTSR anymore. And then just keep a life gem active. They're very effective. We'll come over into this corner, which triggers a couple skeletons. Smack one. Toss a skull to keep the other busy. Smack him two. Now we want the chunk over here. There are 2 chunks in this area. That's all we really need from this spot. That's not what I wanted. 3 shard, cool. You can pick up the shards too if you can remember where they are, but they're not necessary. We can buy the ones we need. We just need the chunk in this corner, and the other chunk is in that distant corner right over there. We'll get that on the way out. Alright, we'll come down here for a fire seed after one-shotting the skeleton. Then we'll go talk to Gavlan. Fragrant branch here as well, which we probably won't need, but always nice to have an extra fragrant branch. This is a raw stone, which is not useful. We're just going to sell it. Not very important. We don't need a hammer for now anymore, so put that away. And we sell all the junk. We don't have as much junk this time around, but we still have some. It's worth a fair chunk of souls. So sell that. Just don't sell something important. Okay. Don't sell the spices. That's important. That will do for now. We don't need Petrified Dragonbone. We do want the Twinkling for the Sunset Staff for Agri King, so we'll save that. Save the Dark Knight Stone as well. I'm not going to sell any other upgrade materials. Sell the raw stone. Yes. Okay. Okay. Now we will watch for Forlorn on the way out. Grab the last chunk. Head up here. Any Forlorn? No. Looks like we're clear. Okay. We don't actually need both chunks, strictly speaking, but it's hard to pass up a free chunk. It's good to know where they are. Yeah, we can buy another chunk by the time we really need it, so that really, we need at least one so we can upgrade Ricards. By the time we need more chunks, we could buy them for 6,000 souls. Okay, so we're gonna get this bonfire as a checkpoint. And now we go upgrade Ricards. So depending on how many shards you picked up in the mist, you'll buy more or less. Leningrad sells 2. He has 2 left to sell, and he sells them cheaper than Chloanne. So we're going to stock 4 from her. I only picked up 1, so I need 3. I'll buy the last 2 from Leningrad. There we go. He's up to 6. And now we can take a card straight to +10. Very nice. Okay, now we're in good shape. Next stop is gonna be Ornstein. Actually, hold on. First, let's get some... This is optional, but if you have souls, you might as well spend them here. You can get a couple more levels. 27 endurance. Sure. But you can just wait and get that later as well. Not a big deal right now. Yeah, now we're going to Ornstein. Just swap in Dark Weapon. That's all we really need.